organizations, into focus is one way of dealing with the issues at hand. I think that outlining what is happening is not necessary. We all know and see every day what is happening, and there are concerns through all sectors. We need to find a medium in pulling things together to make Trinidad and Tobago the best, most certainly best country in the Caribbean, in the world. There are too many good things, positive things that exist within our space, and we need to acknowledge it. And in life, positivity, positive thoughts, positive energies bring forth positive realities. And we need to use every positive medium to change the dimension of the way things are done. And this, from our community, in supporting all the other communities to come, we are privileged to be part of this process in moving forward and doing something better. In supporting the day of prayer, Wednesdays in midweek, in the middle of the whole week, is a good time, and today is Open Day. Open is that Orisa, powerful as he is, that clears the way to make things happen, to build, to clear, to remove negativity, to remove obstacles. He has that ashe, that energy. And it's a privilege that we are here today, Babas. We are here today to move that. So I would, invite the Babas to, to continue. I think that this discussion it's officially open.
Yes, yes it is. Thank you so much. I'm a visitor, obviously, in the great nation of Trinidad, and I'm honored and humbled to be a part of such a discussion and a prayer. And of course, the unity of our heritage, of our history, of our origins, are the thing that make us one, that let us to know one another instantly. The elders will say that no matter how far a river flows, it never forgets its source. And so as the river flows from the continent through the Caribbean to South America into North America, we remember. And as we travel to different parts of the river, it's easy to recognize one another and to say, oh, we don't do it quite that way, but I understand what's happening. Oh, we put this one first and then we put this one second, but I understand the intent. Yesterday I was blessed to go into a spiritual shop, because that's the whole point. When you become a part of the tradition, you need it. You seek out the recognition to say what's happening in Trinidad, what's happening in Brazil, what's happening in Venezuela. So I deliberately went into a spiritual shop, and I met some fine gentlemen there, and they educated me on, for example, throwing obi. He said, "You know what obi is?" I said, "Well, I've seen obi, in my own tradition, but I don't think I know." And they immediately educated me on the obi system here, how you recognize the different signatures, what different things mean. And it was a small gesture that touched me and gave me a greater sense of pride in knowing that what we do is we share, we teach, and we grow. Ifa teaches us so many great things, one of which is that earth is a marketplace and heaven is our home. And so we come into the world to do good things. We come into the world to learn. We come into the world to grow. We come into the world to improve, to grow. And so you can't go into the marketplace empty-handed. And you can't come out of the marketplace empty-handed either. It's that exchange that allows you to grow as a person. So you make a contribution and you take something. And so I'm very happy that I've been invited into the conversation here. I pray that the things that make Trinidad great will be celebrated, that the competitive advantage that Trinidad has in the world will be amplified through recognizing all of those things that make Trinidad unique. Sure. And we know that Trinidad is a unique nation, and it's unique because of the components and the elements and the influences that make Trinidad what it is. And so just like within a family, we have one, two, three, 4 children, you want to recognize each one of those children for who they are. And you want to let that child give the fullness of his or her natural gifts and talents so that the family will be stronger. And so my prayer is that all of the children of Trinidad will be celebrated. All of the wisdom of Trinidad will be recognized. All of the talents and the abilities of Trinidadians will be recognized and be amplified so that the nation as a whole can go forward and continue to make its contribution. Trinidad and Tobago. They are siblings.
Twin Island State.
Yes,
Twin Island State. With regards to contributions from the Orisa community in Trinidad and Tobago, I'm not too sure if most Trinidadians are aware of the fact that PAN started in Orisa yards. How many Trinidadians are aware of the fact that Calypso started in Orisa yards?
Wow.
Extempo started in Orisa yards. The stick fighters were the defenders of the neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
Now, as Baba said, when we come to this earth and we exchange information, sometimes the information gets lost.
Yes.
And because we can't trace the source of the information, we tend to not remember who are the ones who made that difference.
Sure.
And that is what has been happening to the Orisa community for the longest while. We were given a negative stigma. We were given a stigma that we are blood drinkers, we are evil people, devil worshippers. You know, we do everything that is ungodly. And that's not true. I am 45 years of age and I've never seen my parents partake of blood. That's vampirism. We don't do that. The most love I ever felt and still continue to feel is in Orisa yards.
For that.
The Orisa yards were the ones who everybody came to.
Oh yes.
Your child head hurt, go by Tanti, she'll pray.
Yes.
A child is now born,
You go there.
you go to the Orisa yard. If someone in the area is giving trouble, you go to the Orisa yard. But then, food, Thanksgiving, as we call it long ago, Konkorikoto, where we feed the neighborhood. Now, the God of the old became the devil of the new. So a lot of people watch the tradition as being devilish, but we know for a fact it is nowhere close in that direction. So it's truly a pleasure, and I'm sure my ancestors are listening today as well to see that we are finally getting the type of respect that is deserved for a tradition that is not just from yesteryear, but from the beginning. So, Ashewa. Today is the day of Ogun, as Baba said, Oshe, Ogun, Oshosi, Osain. Ogun is the Orisa that clears our path. We don't believe in Superman and Batman. We believe in true superheroes. You know what I mean? We believe in true superheroes, energies that will take us out of problems and restore light, positivity, and goodness to our lives. And on this Oshe Ogun, I ask in meek humility, may the ones who are in charge, may the ones who could help with change in our beautiful Twin Island truly come forward. We are losing our future. we are losing our children. Our children are being sidetracked into systems that are lying to them. I asked that Ogun use his Ada and remove all negativity from on the left and from on the right. May all positive vibrations resonate through the length and breadth of Trinidad. Coming from the temple of the Iwolimeji, understanding the fundamentals of the tradition, I say, Ogun Onire Okomi. Ogun Onire Okomi. Ogun, the one, the magnanimous one, the strong one, who will continue to defend his people. May he defend our children in Trinidad. Ni jotolo guntolo ire bawa pakete ni soju miloshe. Omo kekere ni manja lagba beni ingida. Owo ile akonjo moko moko woni to ogun bagbele bolo wo si boku lo. Wo omo polisha bagbele bolo wo si boku lo wo baba wo. Ogun Onire Okomi. Meje logun meje nire. Ogun alara ni jaja. Ogun Onire Ajapo. Ogun awakola ni jegbe. Ogun elemona ni jesusu. Ogun bena ojigi nimo. Ogun kola ejege ninje. Ogun mola ti ninje kolufu. Meje logun meje nire. May all the aspects of Ogun, who only comes with blessings, continue to bring blessings to our country. Bring blessings to the ones who really has that positive worry and our children at heart. As the prayer said, when Ogun came to Iriton, we were all children. Now we are at a state where we are more conscious. May our consciousness take us to that level where we will see our light in this dark time. Ashe.
I wanna interject and congratulate you guys for coming here this evening, and I feel very proud to be part of this. Of course, just letting you all know. You spoke about you know, being blemished.
Yes.
You know, a lot drink blood and this and that. I think all that is being thrown against you guys because people are afraid of the truth.
Ashe.
People are afraid of the truth. And people are afraid of things that they don't know. Misinformation.
Yes.
People are also afraid of things that are like you were speaking there just now, and you were speaking in your own tongues.
Yoruba.
Right?
Yes.
Right. And misinformation, they would say, well, I don't know what he's saying, so you know, not by not knowing, you would not ask, you would not find out, you would not seek information, you would just cut it out because you are afraid of gaining that knowledge.
Exactly.
You understand? So if you have anything else to say to close off, you know, I would love for you all to, you know, if you have to pray together, you know, pray for the nation.
Yes. I would say two things.
Yes.
One is it's our tongue. It's something that is not foreign to us. It's ours.
Yes.
It's our tradition. It's what we inherited from our foremothers and forefathers. And so even though the format may seem different from one to the next, it's something that like the fear that we have isn't, in my experience, the fear of the truth. In terms of information, is the truth that you feel.
Yeah.
And the people who feel it the strongest,
It's the people that run the most.
they run the most. Because
no, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Something touch you and you know. I don't even have to think. I know that something happened when you said that or when I touched this, and that's the lack of control and being able to define one thing. But it's ours, as much as the oxygen is ours and the water is ours. It's life.
Food is ours, but as I said to you, it's all about misinformation. You know, as Baba said, the stick fighting started in the yard, right? The extempo started in the yard. You know, there's a lot of things that started right in the Orisa yard, and if you didn't say that today, there's a lot of people that would not have known that. They would have died without even knowing that. You know, they would have gone through their whole entire life without knowing something like that. Now that you pass the information out there, it begs you, then it leads them to wonder. You know, they has no other choice but to grasp the information that is there. You understand? So it's all about giving the information and healing the mind, because the mind is damaged. You understand? The mind is damaged. That is why we are all over the place. As a people, we are all over the place. We are here and there, and we're grabbing at the truth. We're looking for the truth all over. You know?
I love what you just said. You know, I remember once a story was told to me with regards to lie and truth, where they say that truth was taken about, and lie decided to take truth's clothes. And lie ran off, and somebody said, just now, that's looking like a well-dressed lie. Truth came naked, looking for his clothes, and somebody said, you know what, that's the naked truth.
That's the naked truth.
You see, the truth hurts. You know, we sometimes try to hide the truth because we just don't want nobody to know what the truth is. The truth is what will make change in our country. That is the main thing that will perpetuate change in our. This is the most beautiful island. In the Caribbean. It's like the Mecca.
It is the Mecca.
Of the Caribbean.
It's a birthing place.
It's a place where everything happens. Life itself. And it's sometimes, you know, tough. You know, coming from a person in France for Valentine. That's the place I was born. And seeing wonderful minds not being granted opportunities because of where they were born. Where they were born. I mean, we are here to pray. And this in itself is a prayer. You know, for our governments. You know, this in itself is a prayer. It's a prayer. We need the world to know that the Orisa community is alive.
Alive and well.
Alive and well. You know, so and growing at an alarming rate. You know, people are looking for the truth and they're coming back to the truth. They are coming, you know, we're not talking about 40 or 50.
No.
We're talking about hundreds of people coming back to their culture. You know, asking more. Who is Oshun? Who is Shongo? Who is Ogun? Who is Orumila? Baba Orumila, lyrically. The one who has wisdom beyond our understanding. And that is what is happening in our community. And in time, I'm sure this brother may come looking, you know, one of these good days.
I'm closer than you think.
There's a secret there that needs to be shared.
Yes.